Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into a tropical paradise, Cancun, Mexico, baby. We're talking turquoise water, white sand beaches, and enough adventure to make your head spin. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or a first-time explorer, I've got you covered. We'll be hitting up the hottest spots, from luxurious resorts to budget-friendly bungalows and everything in between. Get ready for some insider tips on navigating this vibrant city, the tastiest food you've ever sunk your teeth into, and yeah, we'll even dish on a few things you might want to avoid. So buckle up, grab your sunscreen, and let's jump right into the action.
Okay, let's talk food, people. Cancun is a foodie paradise, with everything from mouth-watering street tacos to high-end restaurants serving up gourmet masterpieces. Trust me, your taste buds are in for a wild ride. First things first, you can't come to Mexico without experiencing the magic of street food. I'm talking about those hole-in-the-wall places that might look a little rough around the edges, but serve up the most flavorful, authentic food you'll ever have. Start your day with some fresh fruit from a street vendor. Mango, pineapple, papaya, you name it, they've got it, and it's all bursting with flavor. For lunch, grab some tacos al pastor from a street stall. The sight of those marinated pork slices roasting on a spit is enough to make your mouth water. And the taste? Forget about it. And for a late-night snack, you can't go wrong with some esquites, that delicious Mexican street corn slathered in chili powder, cheese, and lime. Now, if you're looking for a more upscale dining experience, Cancun has no shortage of options. There are some incredible restaurants serving up everything from traditional Mexican cuisine to international fare. Seafood is a must-try here, with fresh catches of the day prepared to perfection. And if you're feeling fancy, go ahead and order that extra course. You're on vacation after all. One time I decided to be adventurous and try this dish called chile en nogada. It's a poblano pepper stuffed with meat and fruit, covered in a creamy walnut sauce and pomegranate seeds. Sounds delicious, right? Well, let's just say my taste buds weren't quite prepared for the explosion of flavors. It was sweet, savory, spicy, all at the same time. I'm not sure I could eat a whole plate again, but hey, at least I can say I tried it. So go ahead, explore the culinary scene in Cancun. Don't be afraid to try new things, ask for recommendations, and most importantly, come hungry. Your taste buds will thank you.
All right, let's be real. The beaches in Cancun are absolutely stunning, and you could easily spend your entire trip just soaking up the sun and swimming in that turquoise water. But trust me, there's a whole lot more to this place than just beaches. If you're a history buff, a visit to Chichen Itza is a must. It's one of the most iconic Mayan ruins in Mexico, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Just imagine walking through those ancient temples, learning about the Mayan civilization, and snapping some epic photos for your Instagram. Pro tip: get there early in the morning to beat the crowds and the heat. Another must-do is exploring the cenotes. These natural sinkholes are like something out of a dream. Imagine swimming in crystal-clear fresh water surrounded by lush jungle and ancient rock formations. Some cenotes even have underground caves and tunnels you can explore. It's an experience you won't find anywhere else. For all you adrenaline junkies out there, Cancun has plenty to offer. You can go ziplining through the jungle, swimming with whale sharks, or even try your hand at kiteboarding. And if you're feeling really adventurous, there's always the option of cliff jumping into a cenote. Just make sure you know what you're doing before you take the plunge. Now let's talk nightlife. Cancun is known for its wild party scene, and for good reason. There are clubs and bars for every taste, from mega clubs with world-renowned DJs to more laid-back bars where you can sip on cocktails and watch the sunset. Just be prepared for a late night. Things don't really get going until after midnight in Cancun. But hey, even if you're not into partying, there's plenty to do after the sun goes down. You can catch a traditional Mexican folkloric show, stroll through the markets, or just relax in a hammock with a good book. The point is, Cancun has something for everyone. So get out there, explore, and create some unforgettable memories.
All right, let's get real for a minute. As amazing as Cancun is, like any tourist destination, it has its fair share of, shall we say, less than desirable elements. But don't worry, I'm here to give you the inside scoop on how to avoid the tourist traps and stay safe so you can enjoy your trip to the fullest. First things first, let's talk about those pesky vendors on the beach. You know the ones. They're relentless. They're trying to sell you everything from sombreros to massages to timeshares. Look, I get it, they're just trying to make a living, but their persistence can be a bit much, especially when you're trying to relax. The best way to deal with them is to be polite but firm. A simple no, gracias will usually suffice. And if they're really not getting the hint, just pop in your headphones and pretend you can't hear them. Another thing to watch out for is those too good to be true deals, especially when it comes to tours and excursions. If the price seems ridiculously low, it probably is, and there's probably a catch. Do your research, read reviews, and book with reputable companies. Trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry. Now let's talk about safety. Cancun is generally a safe city, but like any place, it's always better to be aware of your surroundings. Avoid walking alone at night, especially in poorly lit areas. Stick to well-populated areas. And if you're going out drinking, go with a group and keep an eye on your drinks. And speaking of drinks, let's talk about tequila. It's delicious, it's dangerous, and it's practically a national treasure in Mexico. But a word to the wise, pace yourself. Tequila can sneak up on you, especially when you're sipping on margaritas on the beach. Drink plenty of water, eat something substantial, and don't be afraid to say no to that extra shot. Look, I'm all for having a good time, but the last thing you want is to ruin your trip by getting sick, or even worse, getting into trouble. So be smart, be aware, and use common sense. And hey, if you do happen to find yourself in a sticky situation, don't hesitate to reach out to the local authorities. They're there to help. At the end of the day, Cancun is a magical place, and I want you to have the best possible experience. So go out there, have fun, be adventurous. But most importantly, be safe and make good choices. Your future self will thank you.
That's it for today's guide to Cancun. Hopefully you've got your game plan ready for some epic adventures. Remember, whether you're diving into cenotes, stuffing your face with tacos, or just chilling on the beach with a margarita, Cancun's ready to give you a taste of paradise. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment below if you have any Cancun tips or stories to share. Until next time, stay adventurous.